It is NBA action on. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls taking on the Phoenix Suns. Suns get the ball to start this one. To Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker to Porter. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Rubio to Porter. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The free throw's good. It's a three-point play, and we're even at 5. Here's Rubio into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Michael Porter Jr. above the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. It's Suns ball. Nice pass to set things up. 2 points, Michael Porter Jr.
Ooh, if I had that kind of vertical, I'd be throwing it off the glass and showing out. But the coaching staff is probably okay with the easy lay right there.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Rubio. To Porter. Driving right to the bench.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Booker. Lets it fly from long range. Double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Slam dunk. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Rubio to Booker. Oh, Carter with the rejection. That's out of bounds off a Bull. Booker. Trying to cash in. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Porter. Sent it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Great pass to set it up. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Easy path to the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Porter. Here comes the screen. Porter. No, I missed a short one there.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight finals wins. Got a piece of it. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Porter. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
And the nice finish at the rim.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Can't connect from in close.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
The Suns with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter powers it through. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
That is great vision to set it up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Curling inside, yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Teodosic with it. He'll run the offense. Great look and vision. Short jumper misses. Gets it to go, and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Teodosic with it. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Porter to Kelly Oubre. Can't miss those. Another follow. Stays out. And the slam.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Teodosic with it. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Porter. Aaron Baines powers it through. Straight on 3 at the buzzer. And so we're through 1 here at United Center with the Bulls on top. Jay and I come back to the Windy City after this. You're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports. One quarter in the books, and Jay naturally... Booker has a look, and he hits.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Young. Thaddeus Young. He's 2 for 2 now.
And I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
The monster stuff.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Booker with it. They trail by 7. Gets it in the right corner. Fires the 3. Offensive board. Lauri Markkanen. Huge block. Make that 7.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Chicago with the possession. Throws it down. And takes a ton of contact as well. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Rubio to Booker. Off the assist.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
To Young.
Make it tough on him. Make it tough on him.
got a piece to knock it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Rubio into the front court, down 5. Booker to Rubio. Fires the 3. That's rebounded by Chicago. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Count the basket at the rim.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
And finishes strong.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA. And it's fun to watch.
Suns control the possession. Booker. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
Here's Rubio up top, counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Ricky Rubio. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Tough make through traffic.
I'll tell you what, it's impressive to watch a young player this new to the NBA not be afraid to drive to the basket. It goes a long way in establishing your presence in the league.
Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Nothing going here on that drive. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
And he missed the free throw. DeAndre Ayton to Mikal Bridges. Wide open look, won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That misses with a second to go. That'll do it for the first half with the Bulls in front.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Bulls have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. are the guys getting buckets for the Chicago Bulls. The Suns aren't down by too much at the half. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Assists.
The first half is exactly what coaches want to see from their players offensively. The ball is moving, players are taking great shots, and the assist totals keep going up.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
I got this play on, let's go.
Block up. Here he comes.
To Levine.
Here we go. I got him.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Phoenix has the ball. Booker to Porter. Off the assist.
So many concerns about his strength and, more importantly, his durability. But he looks solid on that play.
Back up.
Done.
Come get it. Double.
To Young. Has a chance, and he buries it.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
To Booker. Gets it in the left corner. DeAndre Ayton. To Porter. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
And he finishes at the rim.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Into the front court, it's Booker. His guys trail by 10. Great feed, sets it up. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Thaddeus Young trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 67%. Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. Here's Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. Great dish to set it up. It goes down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Chop. Here we go. Double team. Double team.
To Zach LaVine.
Take one.
To Chris Dunn. And look out.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Porter. The drive right to the basket. Short jumper won't fall. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Suns with the basketball. Rubio. To Porter. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Michael Porter Jr. above the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
There's a pass stolen by Chicago. With the flush, taking on all comers.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Chicago possession. Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Teodosic with it. Down a bundle. Nothing going here on that drive. To Porter. Lauri Markkanen pins it. 9 blocks.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Teodosic with it. His guys down big. To Porter. Shot from the lane won't go. To Markkanen. Trying to cash in. Add 2 points to the board.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guarder, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
And he hits.
I got him. Here we go. My ball.
Flushes it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you're a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Oubre, nice pass to set things up. Screen coming. Great feed. 2 points, Michael Porter Jr.
No. See, this is where I lose my mind. If you have that height, you got to throw that one down with authority. Send a message.
Markkanen. Oh, nice find for the basket.
There was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Teodosic with it. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. Won't go down.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Teodosic with it. Looking to make something happen. Passed it off. And scores. Strong take. Bulls with the basketball. Stuffs it down with authority.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. Nice cushion for the Bulls. Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Bulls with it. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Chris Dunn.
We got him. I got double.
And the finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Message received. Well defended.
I got him.
Rubio to Kelly Oubre. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
4-3. Buries it on the catch and
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
Finishing inside the paint on that.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
For three, smothering D.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Booker to Porter. Throws it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
To Rubio. Off the iron. It came out. To Booker.
Watch that cutter.
Screen coming.
Screen.
Booker. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Phoenix with it. Booker to Rubio. Booker, terrific vision. Not that time. Stuffs it down with authority.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Wide open look won't go. To Young. Thaddeus Young. He's now 4 for 6.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
That's me. I got balls.
I'm here.
Looks good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Yes, and a foul to the three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Michael Porter at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Oh, he can't connect. The follow won't go either. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Booker. Rubio. From the painted area, won't go down. And count the basket inside.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Michael Porter Jr. above the rim. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Porter. From the outside, no good. Navigating through traffic. Big finish at the rim.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
Ricky Rubio, couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. Misses the first. He missed a pair of free throws. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. The Bulls take this one as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls came away with the victory in this one, and the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high-percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Chicago Bulls. The Suns couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.